And hello, hello, hello. I'm Chris Angel. Let's talk about the league qualifier. Now, the league qualifier is an event that we have at the Dan Heisman Learning Center, the DHLC, that we ask players to participate in if they'd like to qualify for some of our other tournaments that we have ongoing at the DHLC, such as our Swiss tournaments or our 1-2 pairing tournaments. Um, the league qualifier is designed to give players an idea of how those tournaments work, and they can see if it's for them. So let's take a look at it and see what it's all about. Now, the place to start would be the Dan Heisman Learning Center. We have a guy right over here. Where is he? Here he is. That is Sir Ivanhoe. Sir Ivanhoe is the brains behind many of our events. He's the one who came up with the Swiss and the one who came up with the 1-2 pairings, and he comes up with all sorts of fun things all the time. And he is the one who designed this as well. And he will put out a note, and he will let us all know that the qualifier is open for signups, and he will also put it in the form of a news item. And so if you keep up to what's going on in the Dan Heisman Learning Center, you're sure to see when one of these events opens up. They are 3-week events, so they open up occasionally, every 3 or 4 weeks or so. And as I said, he will always put a news item and will post a note in the center proper. And so where do you go if you want to sign up for that? You go to the forums, and I always get this darn thing. Okay, so you go to the forums, and you look through the forums. You see several pinned topics there, and you come down and you see signups. And here is the sign up for the DHLC Slow Chess League qualifier. So that's what you're going to check. That's what you're going to click on. And here it tells you a little bit about it. Signups are now open. Brand new format. This is the event that all new league players must compete in successfully to qualify to enter regular tournaments in the DHLC Slow Chess League. This is a 3-round event with games played at a time control of 45-45. In order to qualify, you must participate in all 3 rounds, observe all league rules, and complete at least 1 game. Before signing up below, read our rules, and you can click on that and you will be taken to the rules, and they are pretty specific and they answer a lot of questions that you may have. So it's a good idea to read those and you'll get a good idea. Before signing up, read our rules here. Use the time zone converter, which is also a hyperlink, to help with scheduling your games. And what you're going to do is you're going to use New York time to get the Eastern time. It will have the date of when the tournament is scheduled to begin. For instance, this one is scheduled to begin on Monday, November 4th, and these events do start on Mondays. Add your comment below to sign up for this tournament. Veteran or qualified league players may not sign up for this tournament. This is for new players only. So what you'll do, you pop down to the comment box and say, please sign me up. I always add a thank you. Now, I'm not really going to post this, because if I do, Sir Ivanhoe's going to say, Chris Angel, you've already qualified. What are you doing? So, but this is what you do, is you post your comment. Shortly after that, usually within a good 24 hours, I would say, Sir Ivanhoe will send you an invite to a very specialized group. So let me show you about that. It will come in the form of a message. And here it is right here, group invite, DHLC Slow Chess League, Slow Chess League qualifier number 4. So what you're going to do is you're going to go ahead and click to join that group. And here is where all of the communications take place regarding the league qualifier. This way we don't clog up the notes of the DHLC proper. Everything is here. Just like anything else, all of the activity is going to take place in the forums. And as you can see, Sir Ivanhoe's super, super organized. I get tired just looking at the work that he's put into some of these things. You will see there's a questions answers and troubleshooting guide. You can look into that. And that is the way it works. Now, since this tournament has not actually started, I can't show you the forums and what happens. So let me show you from one of the Swiss events, which is very, very similar in the way that they work. So just like the Slow Qualifier has a group, the Swiss has a group, and we do the same things. Things take place in the forums. Now, the Sunday evening before the event is scheduled to start, you will see a new forum that will say round 1 pairings. And what you'll do, you'll click on that and rounds start, and it describes about how the rounds work. And you can read a little bit about that here. And what happens is you will see your name versus another player, or another name versus you. The player listed first has white. The second player listed has the black, obviously. And you just come down to your name and you click, and you will find a forum that has been created for you. And so here's a good example. Use this game forum to negotiate your playing time. And again, there's another link to the rules. There's a link to the time zone converter. And what we ask is that players list their times, and we often have the date as well. And they list 3 times that they are available. And the other player will discuss it back. If that's not good for them, they offer 3 times of their own, and they keep negotiating until they come up with a time. So here they came up with Tuesday, October 29th at 10 Eastern Time. We do use Eastern Time. And there we go. Now, what I do is when I come into my forum, first thing I do is I come down and I track the forum topic, and I tick that little box right there that is tracking. And then I click on the other player that I'm assigned to. I find them, and I invite them or add them to my friends list, because that is the easiest way to find them when the time comes to play your game. So usually I erase the default message and I say, please, I say for the purposes of and in this case I would write the league qualifier. And I just submit that. And so hopefully they will accept your friend request. Now, these two negotiated for Tuesday at 10 a.m. So let's say it's Tuesday at 10 a.m. Now what do we do? Well, in order to play your game, you're going to hit play and go over to the live chess server. Once that loads up, you will see some tabs: alerts, friends, chat, games, archive. You're going to click the friends tab and you look for your friend if it's 10 o'clock. Or the time that you have negotiated to play. If your friend isn't here, we give a grace period of 15 minutes for your friend to show up. Hopefully they will show up. If they do not, then we do have rules talking about that and what to do. But let's say they show up. To challenge them, what you do is you come over to their name, and I'm going to pick Gunners for, I can't, he's playing. I'll pick Daryl F. And you click play over their name. And what you do is you're going to come over to the presets and click custom. For initial time, you write 45. For bonus time, you write 45. Our games are rated, so you change that to rated. And I play, and you pick the color that you have been assigned. If you were the first player named, you are white. If you were the second player named, you are black. You pick whatever it is that you have chosen, and you hit create new game. I'm not really going to do that. And under alerts, you will see you have issued a challenge. Now, hopefully your friend will accept the challenge. And then when that happens, you will see a board all ready to go with the pieces lined up where they're supposed to be. So naturally, white goes first, and you play your game. Once your game is over, we do encourage good sportsmanship, and you can take it to the analysis board. You can go over it together. We absolutely encourage that sort of thing in the DHLC. We are a learning center. Afterwards, both players are responsible for making sure that the result is reported. So it doesn't matter which one does it, but both are responsible for making sure that it's there. And if both of you report it, so be it. But what you're going to do is you're going to report the result of your game in the game forum where you did your time negotiations. So let's show how you do that. You pop over to your profile and hit the Games tab, and you go to your game that you just played and hit View. And as you can see, over here to the right, we have Analyze, Get PGN, and Flip the Board. What you're going to do is you're going to hit Get PGN. Click that. And I use Google Chrome, so mine winds up in the lower left-hand corner. Now, these are PGN files, but they are really text files, and they will open up with Notepad. So you can tell it to open with Notepad, and then it will open for you. What you do, you click inside the box. You can hit Control A so that you're selecting it all. Then you can hit Control C so that you have copied it. Then you can close out of that. And you go back to the forum where you did your time negotiations. So again, that's going to be in your specialized group, the league qualifier. In this case, I am demonstrating how the Swiss does it, but they are universal. They all work the same way. You go back to your forum, go back to the pairings, go back to your name and click on it. I used Jagdeep. And you will pop down, and as you can see, Jagdeep did that right here. Pop down to the comment box. You click on this right here, the little chessboard that says Insert Position or Game. It asks what do you want to do. You tell it game or sequence of moves and hit continue. Click inside the box that says use a PGN file and you paste your PGN. So you can Control V and you continue. And then here is your game. Often if I'm black, I'll go ahead and I'll flip the board just for my own self. And I always turn the board pink because that's me. And then I insert. And then you hit post comment. Again, I'm not going to post that comment here because it's not my game and Jagdeep already did it. But that is what you do. Once you have done that, again, Sunday night rolls around and the process starts again, and this goes on for 3 weeks as it is a 3-round event. So Sunday night the pairings come up and you do the same thing. Negotiate your time, play your game, and have fun. So that is how the league qualifier works. We certainly hope to see you in some of our events. I will look forward to it, and I would like to thank you very much for watching. Goodbye.